Cha-cha-cha. Hello, 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 hello. I've noticed the bots are being a bit slow today. I think I threw them for a loop too, which doesn't help. Hey, how's it going? Hey, there you go. Oh, speak of the bots, here we go. Now they're remembering. So, it's been a day. Been a day. Last night's stream was fun. I hope you agree, Jaeger. You were there after all. I'm just monitoring some things. So, I've noticed my computer has started going weird. I don't know if this is the Windows 11 or the heat or what. OBS doesn't seem to like running sometimes now. For some reason my computer is just chugging while running my VTubing stuff and OBS, and then sometimes it just doesn't. So I had to restart my programs a few times to get it to all work now. And my bitrate also seems to be all over the place, which is great. Not what I was hoping for, but that is, that is British infrastructure in the heat. Since ow, fuck you, Jaeger. Anyway, we have some. Oh fucking hell! I keep getting more notifications. I saw my notification on Discord. Oh, someone. Never mind. That was someone I used to know sharing a story on Snapchat. Anyway, let me just have a quick look through these settings. Yeah, we're on high quality. I don't need. Ow! Thank you for the sippy. Fucking hell, yeah. Are you just gonna use all your points? Ow, you bastard. Ow, fuck off. I want that buggy. Ish, bear. I see. Get up. Jesus Christ. Sippy done. So, Sippy today is my typical dragon fruit and raspberry flavour drink. Just had to go back to some normal ones for now. But anyway, less fucking around, and let's begin with some Stanley Parable. Because I've never played this game before. Ow! And a friend got it to me as a gift.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
She's got more points, you son of a bitch.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Ow. I didn't get paid to be harassed, Jaeger. Ow.
He sat at his desk
Ow.
in room 427
Ow.
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his
Look,
desk,
you bastard.
telling him
How are you getting all these points? I don't even get this many points on Sanka's channel.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment.
Ow. Thank you for the bits, Jaeger. Okay. In this case, yes, I do get paid for the abuse.
Stanley was happy.
Oh. Son of a...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something
Yeah, this is how programming works.
Stanley. Something
Just,
he would
you get a
never
computer
quite
and it
forget.
tells you what to put it, press.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
That is suspicious.
call a meeting, or even say hi.
By the way, is the game a little loud or is it good for you guys?
This happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
But I could become a programmer.
Shocked,
That's basically what I
frozen
do as a
solid,
VTuber already.
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Leg. Oh, no legs. It's good for a narration game. Okay. I didn't know if it was still a little too high because all I can guess of is a large green zone, small yellow, small red, and the narration's all in the yellow. And I try to stay in the red, so... What's all this paperwork? Can I... No, I can't jump. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee? Can I press buttons? Oh, I can! Nothing's typing on the computer, though. That's bullshit. Who disconnected my keyboard? Phone doesn't work either. Wait. Have I just broken the game? It's just clicking in general, like Bixby make a clicking sound. Did I shower with it again? No, I didn't shower with this keyboard. Look, I only shower with special keyboards. Petition Corp, providing petitions for 56 years. Why do we even have a petition in here? We're in a room. I hate Mondays. I hate all days. Let's call Garfield out. Oh, Jesus. Who put that last locker in the back? How are we supposed to access that? Come on, man. Gotta think these things through. Alright, time to leave.
All of his co-workers were gone.
No, let me back in!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, number one dad. Oh my god. Wait, that's 2 number 1 dads. And, what's in this one? Nondescript. I don't know. I want to say that reads ADHD energy, but I don't think that's correct. More I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
who farted? Ah, that's probably what that one is, right? Oh, someone's left their computer on. Maybe we should turn that off for them. Where are they? Oh yeah, on the bottom side. There we go. Save some power. That's just wasteful. Screw their Windows update. They don't need that. Now they're all leaving their computers on. Wasteful bastards. Oh shit. Hello. Surname access. I wish I could read these. Oh well, that probably wasn't important anyway. Sales in this quarter? Oh, they're going down massively. That's not good. Red line goes down.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Stop
he
closing
entered the door on his left.
With the door closing behind you constantly, it feels like it's a horror game a little bit. He said we would go through the door on the left. But I'm not going to listen to the voice inside my head.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We could probably,
Perhaps he wanted to stop
freestyle
by
that.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let me in. Aw. I wanted to turn his computer off. Who said it isn't? Exactly. He doesn't determine building
Yes,
paths.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Why?
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, whatever, voice. Why? Hello? What's with this weird just descent in the floor? What is the point of this?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so
Can I get a
utterly
drink?
captivating that even though
I want my
all your
Sprite.
co-workers have mysteriously
Or my
vanished,
Tango.
here you sit
Or
looking
my
at
Cogs.
these chairs and some paintings.
Please?
Really worth it.
Oh shit, we do have paintings. Are you sure these aren't just photos?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this
Getting
is
some
why
G Fuel in
everyone
there.
left.
Leaving everyone left just because I'm the weirdo. I mean, I've been in one workplace and nobody left
Stanley
because
sat
I was a
around waiting
weirdo.
for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yeah, to go back and take the left path. Let me go back. Let's wait a little bit longer. Let's see if he says anything more. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Why is the... It's weird, like, these are, like, textured fine, and then you just got... Is that supposed to say ounce? Bounce? Fucking... Who knows? Someone didn't want to texture the coffee machine,
But
clearly.
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I am not going through that warehouse. There are windows.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired.
Never mind, I found a warehouse again. Shit. But we do have an architect. Why do we have like a bunch of blueprints here, actually? What are we designing? This is like an architect's like drawing table. Calculator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone was bored when they were doing their design. Very bored. So there's something I can steal around here. As nobody's home, I need a key card. There must be something of value in here. Holy shit, this is impractical.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
You are literally the voice in my head. Why should I trust you?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who the hell is her? Can I get back on this?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Chat?
She's been waiting.
Chat, I'm about to do something very stupid. I hope you don't disapprove. For freedom! Oh god, that gave me a horrible vertigo.
He is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do. Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very strong. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's flee.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
I want to see if I can get on that, yeah, you know the walkway?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I reckon
first,
while we're using
just to
the
admire
lift,
it.
we can go and see that.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business.
God, I think I'm
Stanley
seeing
took the
things, because
first
every time we
open
turn
door
a
on his
corner,
left.
when we see a splash of blue or any other colour,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
it
incredible
makes me
he wasn't
think
5
there's a
years
person
ago.
there, like the old Herobrine stories. Penalty for misuse, £1,000. Penalty for jumping off a cargo, no, £5,000. Well, shit, guys, I need to gather
Look,
£6,000
Stanley,
real
I
quick.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh shit, there's a door there,
I'm not
actually.
your enemy, really, I'm not.
So this is a good
I realize
idea.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
Alright,
has
let's
been
see.
about nothing but you all this time.
Line me up, line me up.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
And
you've forgotten
freedom!
about. Really? And in
Yeah.
the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others?
100%
Are you
voice in my
that
head.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Give me a gun,
let
then.
me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. Okay, what's down here? Oh, a chair! We found a new chair for our office. Perfect, we've won the game, lads. We're just gonna take this back to the office now. That's what this game is about, right? No buckets. Kind of wish I could pick up the bucket just to spite that sign. Why are there offices down here, actually?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, you go. I'm gonna let you decide this one. Red door or blue door? What do you think? Angry red? Thoughtful blue. Angry red? Thoughtful blue. The choice is on you. We've kind of made the French flag a little bit with the red, white, and blue. Bucket. You want the door with the bucket? Wait, I got an achievement. Somehow? Bucket door? Bucket isn't an option. More chairs. Let me take... Blue or red, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna go with blue, because you said bucket. Bucket's blue, bucket's door, blue. Let's go.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I thought I was gonna be...
I don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
This is why I don't trust you voice in my head. Oh shit, hello.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh.
See, there's nothing here.
It's just untextured.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Cool.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth
Actually,
ruining the entire story I had written?
That's literally what I was doing with
a
cursed hentai game yesterday.
I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
It's all orange. I love it.
Made this game better.
A gun?
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Actually, yes, all of the above.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I'm actually with you.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this.
Shit, we've been trapped into
Would you
QA,
say
guys.
The game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see,
there we go, more
I knew
choices.
I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Insanity?
How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct,
Free.
loosely, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say
more
where the
options
idea
is more
came
good.
from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Mm-hmm.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Worldwide leader. See, now there's two things I could do. Nothing says less than 3. That's true. That is true. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. A dead rat is... See, there's two annoying things you can do here. One is to take the one on the left. And the other one is to just keep fucking around with his QA. Friend empty. Well, fuck you. I'm going into the QA.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Okay, I'm going with 3 to say
I
fuck
nearly
you.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been
You're right here, Jaeger.
Now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Oh, fuck.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
See, I shouldn't have... I knew I shouldn't have trusted
In this
him.
game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Uh-huh.
You click the button to move him back to the right.
Yeah.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the
only a single player part
will really take notice.
Could you have
Of
not
course,
done a better
the
voice?
message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So
Oh,
why don't
fuck.
you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Aha. 10 hours or so.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Yes.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
I am not looking
I'm not
after a
even
baby
gonna
for
try.
4 hours.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Was it?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Yo, so guys, do you want to vote on what game to play next? We've got Sucker for Love. We've got Minecraft.
Yes,
We've got
seems like it'll work.
Fortnite?
Let's give
Question
it a
mark?
shot.
Not Fortnite. Are we got Lego? Oh shit. Oh!
Aha!
Oh, it's this
That's it.
game.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
I know
What's
this
our
game.
backstory?
I've not played
What is
it.
our motivation?
I can't
Well,
remember what it's
seems
called,
obvious to
but
me
it
that you
seemed
were meant
good.
to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
That sounds good
Perhaps
to
for
me.
some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Oh, 100% I'm in.
Yes, that
Do
must be it.
Firewatch, yeah,
What
that's
a
it.
fascinating venture into the experience of
This
total
guy-
mental depravity.
This guy has
So
just
far,
sold
I
me on
love
this game.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out
Yeah,
there.
what weird porn have we got? Is this like a new edition because of the deluxe thing? So this is where Stanley Parable released before this game. Pain. Shit, I went the wrong way there. Can I steal something, actually? Do I interact with any of this? Oh, during the old school, gangsteresses. I can't remember what they're called. But I remember everyone used to do that back in my junior school. Like, I think they even used this to teach us how to draw 3D objects originally as kids. Which was, I guess, interesting. Well, I can clip into the balusters. Wait, you can do it this way too, kind of.
No, it can't be.
Can be. Hello? Are we just gonna walk into the woods?
It's an open world game.
Yes!
Oh God, quickly, block it off.
Quick! No! No!
Oh,
Bastard!
thank goodness, Stanley.
I wanted to run away.
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
My
big
freedom!
open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions. No
Wait,
path to
hang on.
follow. You can just
There's
go
holes in the wall.
any-
Can I sneak out?
Thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Come on, move past the
I
Stanley.
hope we get
Freedom is
started
just
here.
in sight.
Let's find another game.
No.
Preferably something with walls.
No.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
God damn it, no. Trapped. Look at that beautiful landscape.
Hey, I think this will
Bastard.
be just the thing.
Oh! Oh, we're playing Rocket League
Wonderful.
now.
See, this is exactly what I had in
But
mind.
without the car.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
There's no
this
possibility of
is
having
game
fun either.
design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
So I do not know where I am. What do you mean, get lost?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Yeah,
There are
what
lots
are
of
we
cars
doing?
here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Yes,
Stanley,
it's sports ball.
I think it's sports ball.
My
Oh, what
favourite
fun.
game.
We
Sports
shall run
ball.
the bases and do a touchdown together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
I
get a
think surely we
three-pointer.
must. Okay, Stanley.
Woo!
Here's the ball.
Sports
Have fun.
ball. Ball. Sports ball. Sports ball. Kick that ball in the net. What is that noise?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Infinitely
Is it
more.
better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes.
Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure,
Oh,
then
no.
surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
That's not how math works.
Try it out. Here comes another ball.
Go!
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel
Oh.
amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery
I'm gonna go slap
shop.
my
I
balls.
simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Bonk.
More balls.
Oh my god, there's too many balls. However, am I gonna play with them all? I'm just one man, narrator. Try to herd them
Are you
all.
enjoying this, Stanley?
Not as much now. Now this is just
Is this a
stressful.
real video game?
Escape.
Well, I sure hope. Hold on.
Oh fuck.
Stanley, don't do that.
Why am I in Portal now?
Help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
This is just Portal. Do I have a flashlight? Uh oh. No! Okay, we're back on the OG Source engine. Damn, this place look. You know what? I approve. If you can make buildings into just these like tiles to put them together, even easier. This game has more branches than you thought. They did leave it in the hands of a gremlin to just fucking go wild. Like, what is that? What is on that little monitor? It's got like four arms. It's like a big old monster. Cool. I don't know what it is. I don't understand, but I want it. Let me in. Should we really be following the one lit up corridor? Wait, it wasn't my original room 427. Fuck that, let's go back. I'm not going back into that cubicle. They've given me freedom now. Shit. I've been caught.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
I'll take me back to the left and right
I wonder if
decision
he's
again.
happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Is it, Chief?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
He worries me. I think he might need some help, chat. You know what?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Let's be nice
Perhaps
to the
he had
narrator
something
this
with the
time.
memo.
Yeah, we must have missed a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He
We'll
entered
use
the
the
door
left
on his
door.
left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not
Feeling a
enter
wave
alter
of
white
disbelief,
without consulting
Stanley
whiteboard
decided
manager.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Wait, we're part of a cabal? Fuck! How did I not realise that yet? We're broke Wednesday, financial panic meeting, boss's inspection. We're just ideas and development, mergers, weekly review, planning floor meetings, what to do about 432, don't tell 432 about my meeting. Termination Tuesday, legal? Weekly target admin, marketing Mondays. Damn, sounds like they're having a wild time in this office. Push for the funding of the RTD of new coffee machine. Og. Standardized graphs, not efficient, not cost efficient. Damn. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Well, fuck, we gotta go help Chris now. Papers are too synergized. Synergize papers. Oops. Hire someone to synergize papers. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of something. The future is what was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Hello? This is not confusing at all. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. That's a good start. Wait, where's Chris?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This is my broom closet now. Chris is in here somewhere, I know it. I'll find him.
There was nothing here. No choice
I'll
to
rescue
make,
him.
No path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Chris?
No reason to
Chris?
still be here.
Chris! Why do we have some of these?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
I want to see what's on the top
At least
shelf.
if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I mean, we have a lot of duct tape. I found entertainment.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Why not? I can't be nice to him forever. It drives me mad being nice to him.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yep.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Nope.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yo, I kind of want to
never
grab
would've
this
thought to
bucket
mention it.
thing and actually just, like, with the broom, push myself around the office with it. That would be fun.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, voice in my head. Damn, this place got fancy real quick. Executive bathroom. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Extreme bathrooms. Aw, we don't get a working reflection. That's a shame. Let's fold that for now. We aren't going to take the world's biggest douche yet. The Beige Pages. Yes, my favourite book. Can I open that? Yes, I can. There's a panda being shot. Business strategy. Shoot the panda. Or is that supposed to be China? Is the strategy to just shoot China? Wait, I have a crosshair. Oh, you're telling me there's a lift and I can't explore it? Why do I have a Discord message? I'll deal with that later. Let's go. Down we go. Stanley, the Stanley parable. Cha cha wah 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 wah. Cha 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 cha. Do 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 do. Wah cha 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 wah cha cha cha. When is this ride gonna end? Hey, we arrived. Wait, we're back in the boss's office. Does it go up? I don't want to be back here. Wait, the lift just doesn't work? That's bullshit. I'm actually kind of mad now. I am the most expensive boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
oh shit, yeah, there's
who orchestrated
no one
this.
here.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Yeah,
And
he's
so
a
the
wizard.
boss had
He's
assigned
making the
it an
Chianti
extra
float.
secret pin number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I wonder, what could possibly be the passcode? 1111. Nope. 111.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2846.
2845.
4 9 9 9 9 1 2 3 4.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
2 8 4. It still works. Nice. Alright. Our boss definitely was evil. I have a theory though. Can I leave this? No. Shit, I was going to send the elevator back up. And see if that affected that. But, no. No elevator for me. Oh shit, this is the elevator. I pressed up, but I guess we're going down. Guess Stanley has a lot less choice than he thought.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think
This is
for
a little
himself,
concerning.
to
What do you
question
mean
the
think for
nature of
myself?
his job. Why did he feel this now?
I literally
when for
didn't think
years
for myself
it had
this
never
entire
occurred to
time.
him? This question would not go
You
unanswered.
yelled at me for
long.
thinking for myself, you bastard. I want to go back to the office.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Corridor's haunted. You gonna be
Here
like
we
that?
are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
I'm gonna leave.
It's still just exactly what it is.
There we go, man.
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
1111.
It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of
Oh shit, that was too
critical
quick.
plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Jesus, this guy's up his own
To
ass.
the edge of my seat.
It was 2845, right? Shit, it's not working anymore. Does that mean we can't leave? They did it, us. We have to go down the elevator and go through the haunted basement. Surely not. Is that the Queen? Is that supposed to be the Queen? Oh no, never mind. We got an American US Marine there, so that's definitely not the Queen. God damn it. I was about to say God bless the Queen, but oh. Oh, I thought it was a hidden door then. Wow. Looks like sadly we have to go back down.
Incredible.
Shit.
Now he's getting
hope-
back into the elevator and going down again.
I was hoping to
Ladies and
step out of it
gentlemen,
just as it was
how
going
does he
down.
keep coming up with all of this?
God damn it. Okay.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
It is spooky. Thank you for agreeing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope,
Facility.
we're leaving. We are not going to the mind control facility.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
But what if it wasn't? I love just pissing off the narrator. Hey, look, it's the boss's...
Oh my god.
Hey, music.
It's the boss's office.
That's new.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Time to grab Sippy, chat.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to
Game on.
embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay, back to Sippy. Ow. Thank you for the Sippy egg, actually. Sip has been achieved.
All right.
Okay.
I have fully come to terms with it.
Yeah?
I have
Are you
made
sure?
space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
It is a pretty office, isn't it?
Before, I turned
Pretty
to
fucking
your
big.
expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Why, thank you. I am a storyteller. I am book.
Of course. Going back down.
Yo, hey Paul, how's it going?
Anticipated. I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago,
How's Spain?
this kind of thing had never been
Is it hot?
attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's
Okay, let's go-
just how revelatory
let's go see the mind
Stanley's
controlling place, which
decision-making
this guy
is.
runs.
A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yo crew, listening to kids cry in pain during airsoft compilations is your new hobby? Damn, that's mean, but I
Stanley walked
approve.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape, mind control. Escape, mind control. Escape, mind control. Call me Paul, you are stupid. No, not stupid, you are Paul. Impool, yeah, you are Impool. What a Paul. Mind control facility. I'm kind of curious now. Okay, the way that got a lot more ominous. We found the juiciest comp. It has over 100 minutes of content. Jesus. I remember when I used to air stuff. That shit was fun. My new hobby is listening to a man named George swear every sentence. Is that the Irish guy who says he's from Cyprus? Yeah, what's all these numbers? 226, 128, oh, is this just all the employee numbers or something?
The lights rose on an
Lights are
enormous
on.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
What have we got on
hold?
TV?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he
We have
have
Johnny
the strength
Test,
to find
Adventure
out?
Time, regular show, Yu-Gi-Oh! Guess I don't really have a choice at this point. Lights, camera, action! Oh, someone was
Their true
fired.
nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley. one of
Okay,
them,
so we have CCTV in the
eternally
office.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's 427? 427. Oh. Yeah, there's our office. Look how cute it is. Nothing's changed. We need a new chair. I'm laughing your ass off out. Nice. Trying to buy clothes, and damn, there's so many shops, but none has them all. Yeah, I was doing some sort of clothes shopping yesterday. No comments on what it is though. But let's just say I couldn't get some orders cancelled. Okay, good luck. We'll have a round for you. Drink up. Have a rum for me. Have a rum for me, Joe. Rum's always good.
This mind control facility.
You want to buy
it
from
was
like
too
5 shops
horrible
separate.
To believe
Yeah.
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been
What is it you're trying to get?
all this time?
Like uniform
was
stuff
this the
or?
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated.
Yeah, I did actually try to cancel
accept
those,
it
and
blindly.
they won't cancel them. Same with the first maid outfit.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't
Hmm?
accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
The
It was
irony and
unthinkable.
this is
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
It's off.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
Oh yeah,
eating,
green and red.
working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
How do I
in,
turn this back
Stanley
on?
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Free.
For
Oh,
he
okay.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Will I? So I want to turn this back on. Like, how do I power this? Think. We can control minds. Like, imagine the capabilities, chat. Imagine it. Yeah, just some camo shit so I can have something to feed for the buffs. Fair. Oh, there's a button up there. Shit, that gate's locked though. How do I... Is this a puzzle? Okay, let's try 521. 5 was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Five. Yo, Kronelov, how's it going? You having a good day? Sorry if I butchered your name. Krelevanov. Okay. 5 and 2 made happy noises. Well, 1 made a sad noise. Thinking of the JNA M69 mess kit. Shit looks bonkers. Oh shit, what's that got in it? Hang on. Let me have a look. JNA M69. Wait, is that like basically an all-in-one? So a canteen, a cook pot, cleaning pot, and then like an extra thing all in one. Like, that sounds convenient and looks pretty space efficient. But fair one. The mess pot looks a little small in it though. But if it works, I guess. Okay, I feel like there's a puzzle in here that I'm too dumb to understand. I don't know if I'm wasting my time. Or if these buttons even do anything. One, two. Wait, do they just make random noises each time? Hey, shit, yeah, shit looks small as fuck and the canteen is highly unusable. Yeah, it does... it's locked in it, locked in everything. Yeah, it seems a bit weird. Like, I'm not too familiar with, like, mess kits and shit like that. I've never owned or used any myself, but, I would have thought you would have wanted, like, one of those more bigger, like, standardized canteens, and then have your mess kit and like the other bits all separate otherwise. You just had the urge to hold it in your hand. Aw. It is a dinky looking kit. It'd probably make for a good improvised grenade or something. Oh, it's because the power was off.
At last he found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty
To turn it on.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Who are you? My name is Nano. Nice to meet you. I am a,
but you need to understand,
possibly
there's
existent
only so much that
VTuber
machine can
who is
do.
very British.
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
Nice
off
to meet you.
and leave. If
Oh,
you
I
want
want
to
it
throw my
on.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Ah,
In the
shit.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation?
Do you remember what I followed you?
Say,
That was
2
quite a long
minutes.
time ago.
Now this is making
Wasn't
things a
it?
little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
Pink.
time to shine. You are the
To be
star.
honest, this last
It's
year has
your
been such a
story
blur for
now.
me.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
I apologize,
This is
I
much
don't necessarily
better than what
remember.
I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each
Was the
one of
FNAF
these.
stream? Fuck you, crew. I
No
never did a
time to
FNAF
talk
stream.
About you, about me, where we're going.
Oh, Friday Night
This
Funkin'
means
stream.
I barely know where to start.
Shit, yeah. It was, wasn't it?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Dude, can you,
All right,
voice in my head, can you stop
You're gonna
talking? I just
die.
wanted to eat the
I'll
bomb.
tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the
Crew,
story.
you have a significantly
Sometimes when I tell
better,
it, I simply let you
memory
sit
than
there
me.
in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office
Press the button
sink into
too.
the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take
purple.
back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Where's the
I almost
purple?
hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Why do they all
goodness,
just contain
only
G's?
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional
Just let me
seconds.
die, man.
Time
Let me
doesn't
explode.
grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I never had
Or
a
did you
clue,
just
Chief.
assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was
Because you were
capable of
looking at that
turning
ass yesterday. Oh my god. I forgot you were trying to work out where in the world I was based on the
Screen to
circumference of my
screen,
ass.
Clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save me.
Boop.
Why do you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But
Now, what
here's a
happens if I
spoiler
actually
for
press
you.
1?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is
I
no
feel like
challenge.
he's trying
It's a
to
tragedy. You wanted to
get a
control this
message to
world,
me.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So you
Goodbye, Employee 427. Okay, thank you, Chief.
take a look at the clock.
Nice robot.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
I don't know, I'd say the big nuclear bomb is a pretty good
Cling
ending.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's
I feel
all
like we
the
probably
same
could have
to
escaped
all
through that door.
about Joe.
We've had to get a big
And believe
nuke,
me,
you know.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say
2,
happily ever.
1. This story really escalated, didn't it? We only went to check a meeting room in our boss's office, and somehow we ended up causing nuclear devastation by driving our instructor was mad. I guess we just... wait around and watch. You know? Wonder what sort of things are going to happen here if we just stay in our office. We're safe and comfy. Machines from your country made 50 years ago are being sold by the bulks in America with no international shipping. Fuck your life. Oh, rip. Can we go back in? It's not.
All of his
no!
workers were
Shit.
gone. What could it mean?
Let me out!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Have we not driven this dude insane yet? Hey, hello? Input received. Can we hack the system? It's so hard to tell when every time I left click, it just click-clacks my, makes a click-clack sound. God, it's so fucking hot in my room right now. 2845. That's a point. It could be that code. Do I just enter it with my numpad, maybe? 2845. 2845. Is there a way to input it? Oh yeah, it makes sense with my latest obsession is either you stood out of the crowd or you were modding the game. I think I was using the DDR stuff at first. I think that might have been one you were in, where I was dancing around with a skirt. But the DDR set just didn't work properly. I mean, I did play some mods too, I think. Yeah. Because I think I played... Was it QT mod? Like $10 a pop for high quality shit. That's pretty good. But again, machines are always pretty cheap from wherever I've seen, regardless of quality.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I want to see what was the other side of the
Perhaps
left.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
We never did get there. We capped ourselves before.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business,
excuse me,
Stanley
sir.
took the first open
I want to
door
go take an elevator. I'm sure there must be a way of getting the narrator off script right. Oh, modding as in making mods. Oh, no. I looked into that in the past. I am interested in doing that. But I just don't understand it. Like, it's a programming language I've never heard of.
About nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I don't have the musical, programming, or technical skills for it.
Please. Stop trying to make
every
art
decision
skills, by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her. This is it.
100% aren't buying good old machetes for $10.
To put your work aside.
There are a few places. Machetes aren't that popular over here, so
She's been waiting.
Sometimes they do just get sat around for ages. There's something ironic about misspelling brain cells. Yeah. Yeah, there is, Jaeger. I wonder why.
That's her, Stanley. You need
Am I about to find out I have a wife?
To reach out to
a girlfriend? Hello? I have bitches? Wait, no, I'm just in some fucking...
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh, right.
Wait, even my apartment is 427?
Okay,
I don't like this. This is...
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
no bitch, you can't steal, no holes or funky stuff done in it.
Gotcha.
Alright,
oh,
chat, we are killing this dude.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yes.
They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a
Good point
here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Yeah,
Come inside.
mannequin titties.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Fuck you, narrator.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
I'm not playing your bullshit game. Let me out! Ah. Let me out! Booba. God damn it. They all bait and switch.
This is a very sad
Emotional
story about the
damage,
death of a
yeah.
man named Stanley.
Press F to pay respects. Fuck you. We are not respecting Stanley. Stanley was a dumb name anyway. I feel like maybe you're being railroaded here. Just a touch. Just a smidge. There doesn't seem to be anything I can break to escape. Like, we aren't even allowed near the door. Aww. Or near the titty.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Damn, I relate to Stanley.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Yeah, I am
I
Stanley.
even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Although... Yeah, fuck you, narrator. I'm smarter than you. Oh?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What's
What
with the
could it
music?
mean?
I don't remember the music.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
One of those computers was... There's usually two computers on. I'm surprised he wasn't named John. Yeah, John is a pretty generic name. Or Steve. Or Dave. Oh, I see what's going on here. Find the input computers in each run? So what happens if we go right then?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
we're
first,
taking a shortcut
just
back
to
onto the
admire
path.
it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
Ah, yes.
Then the
Happy.
feeling went away.
Coffee
and
cups.
He felt sad again.
Drinks.
Then it came back.
Big sad.
And lingered for a minute. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay,
And so he
this game is
detoured
intriguing
through
me
the
slowly.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Nope.
and got back on track.
There's an elevator. Of course, I want to go investigate. Come on. You can't leave a glowing red button in front of me and expect me to not press
But
it.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So
Yeah.
now in order to get back, he needed to go,
And check your script. Take your time.
From here, it's, left.
Alright.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay, I feel like I'm being...
No, not the
I
right.
think I might be
Why
fucked
would
about.
I ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Every time I'm
It's
throwing
clearly-
sight, I relish
Oh dear,
relishing the
what
fantasy
else?
of having great aim. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you're happy to hit my smug face.
Right,
Because
left,
this grid deserves to be
down,
slapped, you know?
left,
Ow.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Can I get in before he shuts me off? Ow. Fuck you, Jaeger. Why'd you still have so many points? You haven't even thrown more money at me. How'd you generate this many points? This is insane. You're an evil boy.
No.
Oh, shit, we've seen
This
something we
isn't
should
right
have
at all.
seen.
You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a
Ow.
spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your
Ow.
eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh.
Wait, what's that screen there? Is that like like BTS or something? Ow, fuck.
Rather than waste my
Why'd
time
you
trying to
all
salvage this nonsense,
Ow.
we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
So many of those channel points.
Suppose we don't want us so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh. Well, I guess that way is considered bad.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we need to find these computers. Why can't I interact with this one now? There we go. We're looking for inputs. Just click the thing. I'm trying. Okay.
When Stanley...
Wait. What?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Shit.
Something changed.
I knew I shouldn't have visited all those dodgy porn sites.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or...
Recycling bin? Have you tried that?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute
Yeah, you're the
ago.
DM. Just make it up as we go.
Sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
So it's just left or right?
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Community poll time. How do I set this up? Poll. Okay, new poll. Direction. Doors are going from left to right, so you can have one of 5 doors. Here we go. Let's do the poll. We have door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, or door 5. Make your votes, chat. Make your votes. Let your voice be heard.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just...
That poll should...
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever
the poll on the
progress
screen
by
doesn't
starting
work
over
better,
and over
properly,
again.
but
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
okay. Ah, shit. Yeah, what do you mean it reset the game before I even had a chance to finish the poll? That's bullshit. Okay. Number 2 had 1, so if if those doors choices come up again, then we go straight for 2.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Stanley Pro
Perhaps he had simply
computer
missed a
power.
memo.
Not my input codes. Give the input codes. I'll probably just notice it just as it finished.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Okay, she just got worse.
Remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh yeah, back in my
Why don't we
office.
go back the other direction and see if we missed anything.
Okay, Chief, let's see what we got. This is getting fucking weird. I didn't spill that. No, nothing looks like it's being pushed out here.
Aha! I knew
no.
we'd missed something.
We found
Story.
an infinite
Here
loop.
it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'm not going to there. If we do a loop and go back, will it fix itself? Spaces like these are fucky-wucky. Well, shit. Guess we're going into the crack den.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Same.
Is this a story? I don't think so.
I think it's becoming a story.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Not much.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
Like your
how
house,
about
aw.
this? You win!
Hey!
Congratulations!
Only took an hour and 11 minutes,
You
chat.
were in a
We
lot
did
of
it.
Work. It really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work.
What do you mean I didn't put in any work?
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I walked for like an hour.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
If that's not winning, I don't know what is. Have I seen a working version of his script? No, his script never works.
All right, I've got
It doesn't exist.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yes,
follow the
adventure.
line. How simple is that?
Line trademark. It sucks all your fun. Line trademark. For when you're completely dull. Oh, hello, never mind. Solitaire. Gonna win? We can't play. Let's follow the adventure line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
You know what?
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination?
Exactly.
Even if there's no story there. Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Dude, we will get you some kush or something.
The nature of existence is in fact a byproduct
well, I think
of
you're
one's
seeing...
subjective experience.
You're looking
of that
into this too
existence,
much.
right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Chat, I'm lost.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Wait, what?
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Dun 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 dun. Ah! What the fuck is happening, chat? We go! Parkour! Wait, what the fuck? The adventure line got very drunk. It would trigger my non-existent AC/DC. Do you mean ADHD? AC/DC's a band. Fucking this music is so loud. My ears. Wiggle! I keep trying to find a way to divert myself off this path too, and it doesn't allow me. Monthly ledgers, annual reviews, consolidation reports, corporate imbalances. Wait, what? Wait, what? The fuck? I kinda understand about
the
it.
music.
Oh,
Go
thank
back
God.
and look at that fern.
Okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important
Yeah?
later in the story.
Am I gonna piss in it?
Make sure you study it closely and remember
Okay,
it
done.
carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
I kind of
Is
understand
any
what
of
the
this
story is
ringing
trying
a bell?
to say. It's just a bit... The writing is a bit on the nose. But I do appreciate it. It seems quite... oh, fuck no. We're not dealing with that bullshit again. Let's backtrack. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle. Wow. Background, out we go. Hang on. Wait. Are we... Oh no, the pathway that was supposed to be here is gone. Shit. Well, I guess we go back to the mind control room. Which is what I've been trying to get back to, but on the
Oh, no, not again. Line,
on the
how could you have
regular
done this
route.
to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Yeah, exactly,
Restart.
Chief. Boop. Are we still trusting the line? But line bad.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Send us
We're
an adventure?
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
Spy on them showering?
Mysterious.
Are they showering in their
This all
office crew?
sounds perfectly
Because we only have
doable. Why don't we
office
simply
cam.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I just kind of want to ignore whatever the creator says, mostly. See, he wants me to go down that way, but it's the only way we can go. Okay,
Now,
Chief.
yes, this is exciting.
Yeah?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Something that makes sense, honestly, Chief. Something I can annoy you again. That'd be good.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley.
Broken
I'd
into
also
the
like to
rafters.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I don't know, he
No
could be the
lines or
villain.
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It TM. Wait, horror monster inbound? Hello?
Ah, a choice.
We get to make a
get
decision.
decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
It's a left
In
or
fact,
right choice,
I believe I
dude.
need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yes, that is how
And in
doors work.
turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
That's a
So
very fancy
starting
way
from
of
the right,
saying, let's go
let
for a
us
door.
ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Okay.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the
But you haven't
correct
answered the question,
Another
where are we
victory for logic.
going?
Come,
There's no
Stanley,
logic.
Our destiny awaits.
I want to use this door. God damn it.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Uh,
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
what? This can't be
That's
real,
really
right?
how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yes.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
And again,
Wall.
follow the line. Identical replica
Well,
of the office that's
who
been begun to
consulted me?
deteriorate. To
Why
make up
don't
a
I
story
get to
here,
decide?
the rater starts
Why
game.
don't I get a say in all
Black
of this?
space, 100
Is
in
it
the
really?
darkness, find a bookstore, get bored
No,
and
it
leave.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep
Okay, sorry, Chief, we gotta test this out.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yeah, this is Stanley's office. Stanley's office, how can I help you? The end is not the end. And tomorrow is now, the future was yesterday. Jesus, we waste a lot of electricity here in Stanley office. Waka waka, waka waka. Ba-bum.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Left. Okay. Can we make it all the way to the mind control room before he forgets?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Start global market
Stanley decided
parade.
to go
Okay,
up to his
monetize
boss's
free to
office,
play.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Strategize core value expenditures. I'm gonna get the broom.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Not again! I won't
The
be
end is
part of
never
this.
the
I'm
end.
not
Is
going to
never the
encourage
end.
you.
Is
I'm
never
not
the
going
end.
to say
Is never the
anything
end.
at all.
Is never
I'm
the
just
end.
going
The
to be
evidence is
patient
never
and wait
the
for you
end.
to
Is never
finish
the end.
whatever
Is
it
never
is you
the end.
enjoy
Is never
doing
the
so
end.
much
Is
in
never
this
the
room.
end. It never
Please
ends.
take your
It's
time.
never ending. Where am I going? Oh, we could try
Coming
down.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We never did go down, actually. Ooh, a
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility
Car
of
park,
facing
though.
his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Wait,
All
no one else
because
is
he
here.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I mean, I do have a
All of
voice in my head.
coworkers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Stanley, I think you're
And
dead,
as Stanley
Chief.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I think this is
For
purgatory.
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Shit's
And
haunted.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
Okay,
last, he
I
came to
see.
the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
I mean, this is a
all
kind of dream.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I
May as well
enjoy
join this while I'm still lucid.
So, he imagined himself
Don't know why I did
flying
that.
and began to gently
There's just nothing
float
else I can
above the
do.
ground. Then he imagined
I'm-
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
I'm
It
pretty-
was so much
I don't think
fun,
this is a dream.
And Stanley marveled
I'm just
that
dead.
he'd still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Exactly.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Exactly.
Could it be? Was
Stanley's
Stanley
dead.
simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Is everyone...
Now,
The
hearing
other
the
option
voice
is there's a
speak
mass
these words
walkout,
was quite a
but-
shock to Stanley. After all,
Or maybe the
he was
business is
certain
shut.
beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
That's true.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Pickled onions,
would
yeah.
prove it.
Pickled onions.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Wait up, babe. Oh, duct tape.
So
Shit.
he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He
Wake
felt
the
cool weight
fuck
of the
up,
blanket
Stanley.
on
Oh
his
my
feet.
god, the darkness
press
doesn't
of the
work.
mattress
Yeah,
on
so
his
close
back.
properly. No!
The
I see the
fresh
edge of
air
the textures.
world outside
Ah!
was fun. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Click, click, clack,
Let me
click,
go
click.
back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
That doesn't
and
exist.
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's
Eat them
always
for
been.
days? Ah, I could not
My
eat
life
pickled onions
is
for days.
normal.
I feel like I'd be pretty grim
I
after a
am
while.
normal.
they're
Everything
nice.
will be fine.
But I do think it would get too
I
grim.
am okay.
Nope, still on the track to purgatory.
Stanley began screaming.
Silently.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Am I?
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Well, that was existential.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
True, now it's not the time. There's a dead body. No boober.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Interesting choice. I had one. Better choice.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Oh,
If
I
he
have to.
checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I mean, I'm in a corner. Follow me, bitch. Can you collapse dead? Yeah, you can. Like, if your heart just gives out or something, you can just keel over dead. Or, aneurysm, I suppose, and a few other things. People? Well, they'll never catch me here. Get me, stalker. That'd be just... Yeah, collapse and drop can be synonyms, to be
When
fair.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I
just
always
to
thought if you
admire it.
collapse, it might be veggie, but still, like... I mean, that is a
Stanley
possibility, I
felt
suppose, but
butterflies
it
in
really
his
depends on
stomach,
what causes you
giddy
to
in a
collapse.
way he had never known before. But eager to get back to business,
Like,
Stanley
you can
took
collapse
the
from heat
first open door on
exhaustion,
his
and
left.
a bunch of other things, and not die.
And so he detoured through the
But
maintenance
at the same
section,
time, you
walked
can-
straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
You can just collapse because you died, pretty much. Like, not...
Yet there was not a
The order of
single
operation,
person here
I suppose,
either.
depends on whether you
Feeling
survive.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Things,
hoping he
money,
might
more
find
money.
an answer
Things, but
there.
with money to buy, more things. Graphs. Graphs about things plus money. How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Let it ball up inside you. Shit. Okay, I'll finish that talk. Use the hand grenade. Really? You're not gonna let me go back in the closet? I see. Yo, Sanka, how's it going?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
So
walked
Stanka has
upstairs
arrived,
to his
everybody.
boss's office.
It's me, your boy, Stanley. You can collapse from blood loss. Yeah, that's true. Hand grenade, yeah. If your co-worker's out, this co-worker's pissing you off, you just out, lob a hand grenade at them.
Stepping into his manager's office,
still gonna be
Stanley was
happy,
once
really.
again stunned to discover not an indication of
Ow.
any human
And if they're
life.
not happy with you,
What
out.
could it mean?
Why do you have nothing-
Stanley wondered
Ow.
aloud.
Left to worry about.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through
Fuck you,
papers
Jaeger.
on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings. Desperate, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah, fuck you, narrator.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Damn it. Ow, stop. Fuck you too, Psycho. Thank you for the sippy, but come on. What did I do to deserve this beating?
Feeling soothed and
Okay.
rejuvenated,
Back on with the
Stanley
story.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
The bear got me. Good. We're gonna get mauled by the bear. Watch out, watch out. There was no hand grenade in the throwables yet. We're trying to find it. Unpin the nade, close it on small private box, pin facing the open, and just leave it there for him.
Control facility.
We're escaping.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you.
The door behind him.
Yeah, that's one way to set a trap,
Stanley
crew.
still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm going to keep walking.
Stanley was making
Because that's
a
what these
conscious,
boots are
concerted
meant
effort
to
to walk
do.
forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Looks pretty violent to me. No splat? Really? Oh. Damn, my legs are made of steel. Woo!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was
Is there a hand
inched
grenade in the
closer
throwables?
and
Sadly, there
closer to
isn't,
his
no.
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
It might be when I make it,
Stanley
because
can't
it has
see
been
the big
requested.
picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned.
You know, I could have sworn
accepted
this is
violent
closer than
end to
ever.
his brief and shallow life.
My depth perception is very fucky. Very well too, asshole. I made the choice.
Farewell,
Break the machine.
Stanley, cried the narrator,
Oh!
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
One of the trap
In a
dopers.
single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Except I'm still here. Alive. Because I've escaped.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Exactly.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Exactly, he's a prat.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I see what you're trying to tell me, game. Damn. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Okay. That was kind of cool. Hey, we can turn that one off. Damn. Oh shit, this was back in 2013 they made Stanley Parable then. All the credits too. This is kind of a interesting credit system. The maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Oh, without all the textures. Neat. Priest is an illusion. Perhaps. But it's ours to make. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realised shortly after starting to build it, but it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I mean, everything else was fairly on the nose. Ultra Deluxe announcements. December 2018. We announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement of the for the announcement and the game's delay. Everything is just 50-50, either it happens or nah. I don't think those odds quite work out the same either, to be fair. Write your emails. After the second trailer we sent out, after the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. We had initially planned to use these for further promotional materials. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of them. How did you make a JRPG? How did you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? How's the game going? I hope it's as good or better than the first one. From a cool man. This is kind of like a cool little Easter egg, I suppose. Are you a rock? The lounge. The office. The apartment timer. Previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. That's cool. Meeting room. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. 2 doorways to maintenance. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Oh, cool. 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge. The confusion ending, which is what we ended up getting. There's a vent, which leads to the lounge. Oh, shit. How did we miss that? There's so much stuff in this. This was such a well thought out game. Escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realised this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everybody. Lol. Dumbasses. Ending levers. These levers were originally part of the ending. The player would pull the lever and the narrator would describe what colour they'd pulled. Okay. There's still endings you missed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, you're just showing that primary route. Reverse to the countdown ending. Author room elevator. So, I wonder where he for a little bit longer. This is cool though. Like, I like this as like a way to wrap up this game. Makes sense. Okay, so Stanley's off first, like, changed over time. The third iteration I think is definitely the best. 1 looks too organised, but 2 looks like it's a multi-person office still. Weird, those have chains on the back? I guess that's how you go up and down, but... The office clock. The lounge, the underground. Narration
Stanley
outtakes.
stood on the roof. Then he pushed the number 4.
I don't think any of the endings are cutting to each other. I'm not really surprised with a game like this. I don't think there's a canon story. So if there was, it would go against everything it talks about
They're
throughout.
throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing.
Like, if it had a canon ending, it would go against everything that like it was talking about throughout the entire game, I think. It's just the game's alpha of the freedom ending. And that's how it existed in the beta. Huh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
On or off? I choose begin again. Is that a choice?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's a choice we actually genuinely get to make. Has this literally started the game basically from square one again?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the
I want to go
meeting
to the
room,
vent.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like
very
a combination
majestic.
of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
Definitely,
It
yes.
all
Yes.
made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
That's a bit grim.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actual choice number 41, leading to 7 different options.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, it said there was a vent. Where vent? Hello? Have I been debated? God damn it. I've been baited. Imagine fooling robots with 1 centimeter's blood there so they stay calm. You don't even need to use that.
Yet there was
You could
not a
just use
single
the
person here
blood captures
either.
they use for movies.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
100%
there.
space between the teenagers slice of demographic. Oh, there's a vent on some of the endings. So in other words,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I noticed there was never any dialogue for use in this place actually, which I find weird. Begin the game again is not a choice of any dialogue or graphical difference. Sure. I feel like we're gonna end up somewhere different. There we go. I'm curious, is there just like a version where we wait in the elevator long enough and it actually gets somewhere? Bum bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, 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 check. What? So, while we're waiting in the elevator, I went to a fish shop today. I went to see quite a lot of cool fish. There was this funny looking little pufferfish style thing, which has like these blue loops. The elevator's not moving, rip. Found so much good stuff on AliExpress, but I'm scared of the import fees. I've ordered a few things from AliExpress myself, but I've not had import fees myself, but I don't know what it's like here over there, so can't really comment.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
Okay,
hey,
this is
look, it's a
different.
new passageway. Kill surprise.
Nice. Oh yeah, no, we saw some cool fish. Like the pufferfish one. They had some seahorse there, some pistol shrimps, lionfish. It was really cool actually. Like, I don't know, fish are neat. There's some nice fish tanks and weird creepy sea plants too. But damn, is fish stuff expensive. Oh, that sounded good. Wait, what if we go back up again?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into
Oh,
the
okay, we're back to
elevator
this
and went
dialogue
back out.
again.
Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
I was kind of
that's a
hoping for some
great
new dialogue.
question. I
Shit.
just can't wait to find out.
Your country recently changed it to 21% on everything imported. Oh, damn. That fucking sucks. Why'd they do that then?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This
Okay,
has
I
fleshed
pissed
out
them
the
off.
plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after
grinding
the
the money
other,
and corruption
weaving
sheet.
a rich tapestry, uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Still cheaper than
I'm
anything down
bolted
here
to
though,
the
yeah.
edge of my seat.
The only downside is that imports from AliExpress are really slow at the moment. So many things I've ordered aren't ready for till September.
Incredible. Now
It's
he's getting
July
back
right
into the
now, so,
elevator
you
and
know.
going down again. Ladies
Kind
and
of
gentlemen,
ridiculous.
how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Like,
Stanley
it would actually be
walked straight ahead
faster to
through the
just
large
drive
door
to
that
China and
read
pick it up.
Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
You know,
Did he
someone would have had
the
to install
strength
all of
to
this.
Find out.
And goddamn, this must have been awful to build. I mean, think how high you're gonna have to be up installing those TVs, and if you drop one, sheesh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
Numbers.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
I was
to
trying to
images
find
on a
something from the
screen.
9,999
Stanley,
offers.
one of them,
Something that ships from
eternally
EU.
monitored in this place,
Yeah,
their freedom
some of the
and
stuff I ordered
nothing.
is from Spain, so luckily that shipping date is only like a month now.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible
Let's
to
use
believe
the
it
elevator.
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay,
No.
here we go.
He refused to believe it.
Let's
He
be
couldn't
good
accept
people this
it.
time.
His own life in someone else's
We're gonna turn it off
control?
this time.
Never. It was unthinkable.
Only because I'm too dumb to work out
Wasn't
the
it?
puzzle.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
Someone
to the
did it.
world?
Someone paid by hour. No, 21% more for me.
But
Shit.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
Hopefully they were only
eating,
labelled with, like,
working,
a house,
all of it
G,
monitored and
shit like
commanded
that.
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh. Hey, we did it, lads. Stanley?
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Perhaps?
Yes. He had won.
What have I
He
won?
had
What is my
defeated
prize?
The machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Or
And
is
yet,
it?
even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles
There's
still
something
left
there.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other
True.
mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
The first
streamed
time
into
that
the
his
chamber,
script was-
he
yeah,
realized
exactly.
None of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
Open
would
up.
anyone tell him where to go,
Yeah,
what
that
to
could be a bad day.
do, or how to feel.
100%.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was
Damn, this
all
place looks
he
pretty,
needed
though.
to know. It
Except
was
for that shack.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
That isn't open yet. There we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The second one being the Morelia ending. I mean, to be fair, once you start that track, you are railroaded hard. You don't get to choose anymore. Hey! Okay, and on that note, chat, I am going to go touch grass. Oh, never mind.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How they get a ship 4x5 meter caminets? Compressed down hugely. Oh. New content.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
Where are we going? Content! Woo woo woo!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After
Are we in a
receiving
museum?
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That shit is huge, like body and
The
bag.
Stanley Parable Ultra
Yeah, that is
Deluxe
true. That
features
stuff is pretty
exciting new
big, but
content that broadens and
just flat
expands
pack it,
the
you
world
know?
of the Stanley
Or a
Parable,
Hoover.
delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
this is
Oh,
concerning.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
How do
I'm
we break
sure
the
it's
gate?
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken?
Hello?
What's going on here?
Is the DLC
Should
not
we-
installed?
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh,
there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have
chat, how's
to
it
say,
going?
initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Bit of a slow loader,
miffed
isn't she?
tedious. It's as if oh,
The soul was sucked out
let's
of it.
see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ow! That was a bike! Jesus Christ.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
We have jumps now. Woo! This is amazing, thrilling new gameplay. Woo! Jumping! Jump King! Woo! 3, 2, 1. I'm tired now.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh fuck, doing another elevator. ACDC Andy! Woo! That's it. I'm just out of jumps. Well, I hope I didn't need those.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
ba-dum,
initial impressions
bum,
of this game are not
ba-dum,
positive.
bum.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting
All
new
DLC for
content?
jumps? Yeah, am I
If
right?
this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
I got all my
could
jumping
count to
excitement
30
out of that.
trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe now with over 1,000 hours of new content, and oh wait, there's more.
Very good.
Yes, I
We
knew
got-
there had to be something else. Let's see it.
To be fair, if I was
I'm
allowed
ready
to
for
jump
whatever
throughout, I
it
would just keep jumping on my way through the level. Well, the jumping
That's it?
mechanic was pretty
Oh,
tight.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
Exactly.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's
Like,
achievements.
wow.
And it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement,
Should have thrown
please
something for you to
ignore."
stop.
What quality assurance department signed off on this?
Throwing
I'm
something to get the
infuriated
evil will just
and
make
I'm
me listen
offended.
less.
I intend to find these people on Twitter
Just like
and
the
hold
narrator.
them personally accountable.
Like,
It's my
I
fault,
don't think
Stanley.
you guys are
I
learning
built
the
up
lesson.
too much
I do
anticipation
the
around
opposite
new
of what I'm
content,
told.
afraid. It could never have
Or
lived
what
up
I
to
think would
such
cause the most chaos.
expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills.
Ah, yeah,
no
misery and
gimmicks.
questioning
Just
existence.
you and me having a great time together like always.
I like the
What do you
sign
say,
better.
friend?
No, fuck, he forcibly shut it down. Well, this ain't the... Well, Narrator, this ain't the office anymore. This ain't Kansas. This ain't even Texas.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What about if I said no? Door.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well,
Nope.
fine.
I want to play the
Dark
game.
anyway, so who cares? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're back in our comfort zone.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, but eager to get back to
There's a
business,
vent here that I
Stanley
need to
took the
explore
first
first.
open door on his left.
Potentially.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to
the
wander
office.
about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Okay, let's just restart. Because I don't think we're going to get anything new through backing around that. Let's go see the vent then.
Psst, Stanley,
Yeah.
come over here, in the vent.
I'm in
I
the
want
vent,
to show
boy.
you something.
A screwdriver? Bonk. Uh-oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the
And
new
bogus,
Ultra
yeah,
Deluxe
exactly.
content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about
Dun,
the
dun,
past
dun, dun,
and how
dun,
much
dun,
better
dun.
the Stanley
Dun,
Parable
dun,
used to be.
dun.
So I made something
Dun, dun,
special
dun,
and
dun,
tucked
dun,
it away
dun.
here where the game's
Dun,
developers
dun,
won't
dun,
find
dun,
it.
dun.
Just our little secret.
Sky's limb belongs to the Nord. I mean, it's Skyrim,
I
guys.
call it the memory zone.
Nice.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can
Todd Howard
relive
is
the
going
peak
to sue.
experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Is that your only memory? Because that's kind of sad. A baby, isn't it? Or is that a picnic? I hope it's a picnic. Babies are too chewy to eat.
You see,
trust me.
Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then,
yep.
video
I actually
games had
remember.
integrity. Back
No,
then,
they didn't.
it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Games didn't have integrity back in 2013. We just pretended they did. Oh, that's a cool way to show off their rewards, I guess. Or awards, not rewards. Dollar! Didgeridoos. Don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. New video game releasing today. Created surprisingly down to earth. Someone's sucking their own dick. Dead Stanley.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from
What website is that? Oh, Destructoid. Damn, that's a name I haven't heard for a long time.
And I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds."
You thought the narrator was real? Is that the VTuber thinking another VTuber is a real person? Exactly. We're not real people.
That's how
we're just hollow puppets who put on an anime mask and talk into a mic for hours on end.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was
we're all in the audience's head.
It's nothing.
VTubers are not real? No, they
isn't even the
Nano is fake.
Parable anymore. It's just
I've been an AI the whole time, Senka. What are you talking about?
Lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, we can't go down the memory zone. Maintenance hole. Professor of the year is an unknown. Ah. I mean, I always find like ways like this to introduce behind the scenes stuff is interesting. It's pretty neat.
Here's another
Carpet
moving
textures.
passage,
Woo!
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on
I
the
thought there was
nature
actually
of
stairs
choosing
there,
games,
and not just
and
the...
one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Where's the door? Or will we just go?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Okay, we can get rid of the maintenance hole now.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Here we go.
No. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Now this is where we see the true chaos.
Down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, we're about to find out.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Is that shiny? I thought I saw a shiny. No, it's just a badly... Really? You can literally see through the world in that hole. That's why I thought that was a shiny. Look, it's not the texture's not connected. Come on, Stanley Parable. Shaking my head, shaking my head. You can do better than this. Rushed out DLC was rushed. Who'd have thought? Lamau. Someone couldn't be bothered with their roof. Deluxe, gentlemen.
Okay,
Indeed, very deluxe.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Yes, very.
Tell me if I'm preachy, honestly.
I've been telling you this whole time.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always will.
It
Be
rushed
honest,
out, it was
I had
delayed
always
3
thought of
times.
the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well,
The first 2 was because they actually forgot to start working on it. The third time was just like shit, it was supposed to be released. We've only just started, we have to delay.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I mean, anything for the customer, Stanley.
With these
Yes,
negative
a
reviews,
skip
I do
button
agree with
we
them to
shall
some
have.
degree. But I also know that, like, these reviews would destroy the point of the game too. So it feels really awkward, because there are times when he is just rambling on it is not very interesting. Especially as it's very on the nose as to what he's rambling about. But,
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop...
Yep, shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
Oh,
and
thank God.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but
Till
if I had to describe it,
I
I'd say it
could
was perhaps
use
less of a
the
rumination
skip
and more of a
button,
treatise.
but
Or maybe a
I
manifesto.
want to
Look, I'll outline it
see
for you very
how
briefly, and you can tell
this
me what you think.
plays
Okay, so
out.
my theory is that any choice you've ever made is
Uh-huh.
simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be
Uh-huh.
at the time of having made said choice.
Yep.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being,
Yep.
then by making no choice and saying nothing,
Uh-huh.
are you not simply erecting in the
Yep.
sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once.
Okay,
That you are both
now I'm
making
starting to
choices
actually genuinely
and
get
not
lost
making
into what he's
choices,
saying.
and
Like,
that they are
I'm
both
not even
affecting
joking
you
this
and
time.
not affecting you
At this
the
point, I
same
feel like
time,
he's
by
literally
virtue
talking
of
about
the fact that you both are
nothing.
and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was
Very
drawn
hyperactive,
towards
aren't you?
manifesto.
Not particularly,
but
it's
now
just
I'm going
nothing
circle
to-
around and slap the treatise label.
Nothing to do other
I
than
think
just
it has
stand
much more
here
of
and
a
listen.
treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much
Ironically
grander
feels
sort
like a
tone?
waste of
It has a
time.
mouthfeel
Like,
that is
despite the
rich
fact
with
they're
ambition
trying
and
to talk
history,
about time and
ambitious
choices
if you will.
and meaningful choices and meaningful
now
uses
you've
of your
got me
time,
going back to
they seem
manifesto.
determined to make you
Heavens,
sit
at
here
this
and
rate, we're
waste
going to
time
be here all day.
just to
Okay,
see
look,
if there's something
I
at
have
the
a
other
method
end.
for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this
It's,
situation
it's
frequently.
ironic.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick
AC/DC,
of one
Andy.
or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Right,
All
guys, I'm gonna
here we
go
go.
cook dinner. You guys can be left alone with the narrator, okay?
Treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto.
Is this actually going to loop?
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
You
But
don't
that's
say.
The power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your face. Okay, welcome
just
back,
shut the
Stanley.
fuck
I
up.
should
Let
say
me
that
leave.
the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Let me out!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
It went last time. How have you only just noticed this? I've been stood here for 12 hours. 12 hours, and you didn't notice the door was gone. What were you doing? What the fuck were you doing?
Pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit
Fuck
here.
you.
Oh,
You get to
Stanley,
suffer now.
You're back. You're back.
Oh, good. The pants tied.
Goodness, I have someone to talk to again.
How long is it?
Stanley, I think it's
Been a week.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
Find a
single
door.
person to
Do
speak.
something.
And you'd think that that's just how it's all.
I'm so glad this button doesn't exist, because people would use this on me in the real world.
Again, welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us
Uh-huh.
and about.
Good. Silence. My God. Oh, dinner's ready. Oh wait, no, that's just the fire alarm. Even the clock has given up.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be
Oh.
funny. It was meant to have a point. It was
Oh.
meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the
We have
jokes?
something.
Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much.
That's
They
why you
said,
don't want to
"First,
live
he
forever."
didn't entertain us, now
You
he won't
just don't
shut
want the
up.
next
It's the
people.
inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's
Yeah,
the
same.
unwillingness to
I'd be
examine
down
with
for
an
it.
uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking.
Like, think about all the different skills and things you could learn. You could literally go around basically dictating history and fucking with the people in the future.
The end is never the end.
It's never the end, 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 is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, never the end, is 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 never the end, never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Finally finished the Skyrim? Yeah, exactly. Skyrim needs to be finished. What if you're in a coffin living forever? Well, you're gonna have the world's biggest nap. And in the meantime, you've got a lot of energy to just, eventually beat your way out, so, you'll get there. Narrator's really given up, hasn't he? Is this the room? Do I have an escape? Not quite. Let's use another time skip. Already am, to be honest. Yikes. Okay. Wildlife. But still not an actual escape. But we do have food now, chat. Look, berries. Let's see. Oh jeez, they all died. Wonder how big the time skips are now. Years, decades, millennia. That's a banshee. Why is the planet now haunted? I'm only using a time skip. Oh. The button broke. Can't be right. Oh, freedom. No, the button's broke. Damn. We in the desert. The fuck happened here? Nuclear war? The concept of being stuck in your mind for so long that you stop thinking altogether. Oh, if only I could stop thinking, that would be nice. Maybe I'd actually be able to sleep at night. Cut to black. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Snap back to reality.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The problem is I can never genuinely tell when we've like reached just like the critical mass end of any of this shit. Because there's always ways to loop it back. Okay.
Oh good, you noticed my sign.
Yeah.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Show me. Take me to the museum again, boy. New content. My favorite type of content.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
He's had plenty of time to think, I guess.
How disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Uh-huh.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Hey, the end is never the end again. It never
Yes,
ends.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Could it though?
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Did anyone... I'm actually curious. There must be like one person who was out there who's like, yes, I want a
Calling
second
it
Stanley Parable.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
Get back!
What does it
2
even
doors!
mean? But the Stanley
Why did he stop
Parable
at 2?
Now that's an artistic statement.
The narrator
right
becomes a
there.
Select fan. Oh
It's
dear.
future-oriented.
We need to
It
put him down.
screams progress and
Quickly.
innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Okay, that's
But
a good
let's
start.
take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
2 eyes,
I
2 ears,
figure
2 nostrils,
that if
2
I can
arms, 2
loosely
legs,
organize
2
a
balls.
handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will
Put
sort
it
of
down as simple
naturally
as-
spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of
Wait,
a
number
fuzzy
2
magic
chat?
than
Yeah, let's
anything
do this.
scientific
Just
or
chat about number
logical.
2s. Like, which is your favorite 2 here, chat? Like, red squiggly, red normal, black with the random line in there, black squiggly, black shitly drawn in MS Paint. Which one's your favorite, chat? Because mine is this one. It's bold, it's bright, stands out, and it's professional. Bottom one. Ah, yes, the MS Paint one, because it's mostly skitcher. I see, Clue, I see. That makes way too much. I hate this. I hate this poster. I hate it. Too much text. Equals are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Like the third one of the presentation. Interesting. Stanley Parable 2, Dota 2? Yeah, I mean Dota 2 was, I guess, a good sequel. Question mark? It's the red carpet, somewhere I'll never be. Look at my honking, heaving pile of shit. Thank you. I like money. Ka. That's right, we sold it all for nothing. Generic 2s everywhere. Marketing department goes ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
What? Hear my name in the... Does this work?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Concern.
what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't
Here we
that
go, chat.
wonderful?
Time to find out if I'm about to get doxxed.
Jim.
Sorry.
Shit, they got it right.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
to
of
be
this
fair,
feature.
if your
Just
name was
play with it.
actually
I
Jim,
promise you'll
that would
love
be
it.
really fucky.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay, I got
want
it.
you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Yep, I imagine.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim.
Okay, I can't imagine that.
All of the world's possibilities as Jim.
I can't
as
imagine
Jim,
that.
Watching your dreams crumble into dust.
I can imagine that.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right
I am
now?
Jim.
If so,
I am
then
Jim.
please step
I am
forward and
Jim.
press the button.
Jim.
It said my name.
You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
We're in the Stanley Parable convention. Too bad nobody's here. Exactly.
It's
It's a
even
fucking
harder
ghost
the
turn.
second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley
Jim
Parable
is
2,
schizoid.
it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button.
Yeah,
I'm
I
too
agree.
emotionally drained from all of this.
Oh, that was
personal
tiring.
validation.
That was so much effort. So emotional, chat. I think I'm gonna cry. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Epilogue. New. 3 new and easy achievements. Oh, nice. Settings World Championship. Infinite hull 3 achievements. Let's go see the settings. Never mind. We have a merch shop. Filled with merch. Okay, let's go see this stuff on the ground. Or, like, yeah, let's go see the stuff in the area. No Stanley cosplayers. Yeah, well, no one's gonna get that, like, Gmod era shirt. Like, oh god, do you know how in demand those are? Because of how hot and fashionable they are? The baby grew up! Hey, congrats! Oh god, it makes that horrible old monitor buzzing sound, like when your mic's interfering with it. Or a phone's interfering with a mic. Ew. Why would they put that in? Need a new wig. These, no screenshots. Office decoration, infinite hole. Let's see what's up here. The reassurance bucket.
Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless
Wait, where's my
despair
bucket?
in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem.
Your
with the
bucket,
game.
please.
It's
I need
the
it.
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime
We
you're
need a
holding
wig.
the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Oh,
It's true.
bucket. I feel so
As long as you
relieved
no
and
longer
calm.
bucket, the many disorienting contradictions
I do need
of
to be
the
relieved in
Stanley
another
Parable
way.
will
I need to
feel
piss in it.
perfectly normal and perhaps
My piss
even
bucket.
comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Bucket
To
me,
be
boy.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Quite.
Yes, the bucket.
I have
is
actually
the
felt
perfect
quite uncomfortable in many of these areas of the game. It is not pleasant sometimes. Yes, I have the bucket. Time to leave.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket...
Need to fill out the settings to be...
Lends you an air of charisma.
It's just...
As well.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes.
More attractive as a person.
This is gonna get confusing real quick.
On, don't they? All this and more.
Inverted Y as hell. Why did I agree to this? All for the fucking bucket. Bucket and fucking... The bucket and fuck it.
Does
There we
anyone
go.
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Yes, but it doesn't go
Really
to
should
this
be an
game. It
award
goes
if
to
it isn't
Skyrim.
already.
Merch. Oh my god, it's literally just a warning for merch. No screenshotters.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Get well
like
someday.
balloons.
Happy
But
12th
I'm
birthday,
undecided
Step.
on Get well someday and Happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize
I have a Y
that
option when
you
there's
knew
no
which
X.
one you actually really wanted all along.
Holy god, I'd
Get
get
well
Stanley
someday
Parable.
it is.
Bastard. My choices matter.
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I want to see the settings thing. Maybe that's like put up there. No. Oh. I'm not the world champion. Ah, yes, the jump
You know
circle.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
My favourite content.
Oh, wait.
I'm out of jumps,
You
though.
already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose
That
it
is
can
true,
just be a
Crew.
nice
That is true.
decorative piece, then.
You could restore my jumps, you bastard. Collectibles. Oh yeah, we need to go see the free achievements. Free achievements. Infinite hole. That's new. Give me the achievement. Told you to stop jumping. Nah, we didn't need those jumps anyway. All the level received a new achievement, no more steps.
Now,
Sounds easy
here's
enough.
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard,
You son of a
Stanley,
bitch.
but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all
Fuck
over
you.
the world.
I want
who
my
have been
achievement.
uproariously demanding this feature.
I have been
Gamers,
promised a free
we hear you,
achievement.
and I promise it
You
will
bastard. Book it. Alright, what else have we got to see? We got the
What
Infinite
else?
Hole.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite Hole, how will it end? Nobody knows because it's an infinite hole. Surrounding area, depth infinite, rim.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly
Okay,
fond
let's
of.
try it
It's
out.
never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a bunch of those all exist in
You
GTA
can
5.
fall until the end of time if you
That
like.
game works as
Stunning
intended.
leap forward for video games as a medium.
Let's do it. Whee! Goodbye, cruel world.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I
Yeah, it doesn't give me vertigo, so I'm
Now
happy.
then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ignore that button. Let's keep falling, chat. Let's see what's down here.
Now, I don't mean
Maybe
to
the
be a
Teenage
bother,
Mutant Ninja Turtles
but
are
I
down
do
here.
recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the
Maybe we'll find
sooner
Harambe.
rather than later spectrum of things.
Yeah, whatever you say, Chief. We can keep rolling. You can keep
Stan,
falling.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is.
Yes.
It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
Like, can we stop
Is it
talking about your deep
infinite?
hole for like
Well,
2
It
seconds?
sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Infinity
From one
means it goes on
perspective,
forever,
the
Chief.
Infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Clonk.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the
Ah.
hole. You found me out.
Get
Stanley.
fucked.
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Should have used
Look,
teleporters.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Well, you're just
What
unusually
normal
annoying,
person
Chief.
actually wants to fall infinite.
Yeah. Got
I
him.
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't
Very
you
close,
put
but
this
it's a
on
Roman
me.
numeral two.
Maybe
Oh,
you're
dear.
the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said
Okay.
some things we didn't mean.
No,
Why
I
don't we
totally
just
meant mine.
put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite.
Why don't you just call it the
If that's
deep
for you,
hole?
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on.
I'm
I'll
satisfied.
just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh,
How
for
about...
heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Yes, every hole's a goal.
normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
It's so much shorter this time.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean,
100%.
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite
How
hole.
shoddy is your
I didn't think
workmanship?
it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport.
Okay, we gotta hit this
and
again.
come join me up above.
Yo, Rodrigo. Ow. Shit.
Had enough?
How's it going?
I'm
Ow.
positively thrilled.
Back into the
Gosh,
hole.
How could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Plonk.
Wow.
It is shrinking.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
How badly
I
did you
suspect
make
I'm
this hole,
starting to
Chief?
hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's
I
length.
do. It's your shit
Yeah,
programmer, Chief.
Let's try something. Let's pop back up to
It's
the
a
top,
hole. How
and
did
we'll
you
see
fuck
if it
up a
gets any
hole?
shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
Because it
who
drives
am I
you
to
mad,
judge?
Chief.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the
Boom, 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 boom,
teleport
boom, boom,
button
boom.
when you're ready to move on.
Yeah, I have my reassurance bucket. That means all is good. Oops, shit, pardon me. But new mug. Meetings at 2 p.m. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, marketing. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. It's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Okay, time to leave. Okay. The teleport button's
Is
not...
the
Okay, it's actually
teleport
legit.
button not working?
That wasn't just...
You
It actually
sure?
about buggy out.
Well, I mean,
When it
I
gets
really
put in
don't
the
have an
kiddie pool gel.
explanation.
Yeah.
Working just a moment ago.
Apparently I
Try
have
again.
working legs.
Still nothing.
No
Well,
teleportation.
I suppose there is one thing
Interesting.
I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
But sir,
Take care,
narrator,
Stanley.
you
I
literally
hope
care
you
about
will
nothing
never
else. We've already learnt that you're stuck to me. So, Hal, how's it going? Like, this is pretty neat. Isn't it? You come back. He always comes. What was that noise? Oh, protect me. Because I'm still not used to these controls. I think the demons are coming. We can do it. Me, you, the bucket, the No! When I said protect me, Hal, this isn't how I thought you were going to do so. The bucket goes on head. I can't put it on my head. I want to. Well, now we descend to the underground. Stanley has been Stanley'd. Goodbye, cruel world. It's been a good run. We're not even holding the bucket. Dynamic camera. Dynamic camera. Dynamic camera. I think this is a joke about my height. Aww. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, I see what's happening here. Now, this seems like something badass is about to happen, you know? We're descending to, puppies. We've perfected it, chat. Puppies, look at them, they're so cute. We just need good music.
Stanley!
I'm addicted, narrator.
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
I had
Drifting
an
away
addiction.
into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss
Sounds
a
like
single
ego.
moment. So how about if I
We
just
tripping,
pop in from time
boys.
to time
We
and
tripped
wake you
hard.
up to keep you really truly focused on the hole?
How about you fix the
From the
teleport
looks of
button, you
things,
shitty
you and I
programmer?
will have many, many years here in this hole.
I will throw my
I'm
bucket at
looking
you.
forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Is this his payback? I guess we're about to descend again, chat. Oh, no. The game has decided to ignore my decision. I don't blame it, I would have stood there and gone for the cycle again.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Let's go try the collectibles. Nothing happened in the Infinite Hole. Collect them all, like Pokemon. Or STDs.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run
Gib.
around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your
That's right,
unlimited
lads.
life.
Worship me! I am your Lord and Saviour. Oh look, I got a cute number. Blink. Bye. See you later. You off?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay, time to leave. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Uh-huh.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. God, Stanley's big stupid face. Kind of looks like a advert for a Half-Life game.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single
There were
coherent
features?
video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay
I don't see how
experience.
Bucket Hole and a broken achievement machine
Okay.
and a
Are you ready?
collectibles really makes it
Here it
okay.
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Please be a turd. Wow.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Chief.
Hold on. Let me
Chief,
do a
you should
different
go back to the
arrangement.
drawing board.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version
Wow, whopping
2.
38 jumps. How is this actually
kidding,
genuinely
Stanley?
worse?
This isn't a coherent video game at all.
Wait,
it's a lot of gags.
The jump
And I do very
circle.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With
Yeah.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original
That's how
game.
sequels are made.
Would it
Or
possibly
should be
work?
made.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this
Yeah,
is the
Copium.
Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead.
In a trippy, we can just see ourselves there. Okay. Is it still Stanley Parable?
This is the story of a...
Click. Oh
All
look.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
I am turning the invert Y off. I cannot
Mr.
stand it
Mello.
anymore.
No matter how
I
hard
tried.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I feel so reassured. I think I hear fireworks in the background. Not in the game, but in my behind me in my house.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Yeah,
tightly
it's
to his chest.
just a fucking
and
mirror
opened
world,
the
isn't
door
it?
on his left.
Or being an Aussie.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed
Bucket.
the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Bucket.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Safety.
The broom closet. It
Comfort.
wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This
comfy.
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
That's because it does.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
This
So
is
please,
good
Stanley,
off the
don't give
deep end,
in.
hasn't it?
Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion
I drop the
and
bucket?
lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no.
Oh, there doesn't
Getting
seem
into
to be a drop
name-calling
button.
now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order... Coming to a staircase,
Okay, there we
Stanley
go.
and the butler
We
walked
fixed that.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Bucket that's bossed the toilet. Bucket. Oh, shit.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
See, part of me is like, I should go and collect these all.
God knows I've tried.
But at the same
So,
time,
I implore you to
I don't think I
savor
could be
each
fucked
and
to.
every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Left immediately? Yeah, the bucket room was just... so much dialogue. They shut off the elevator.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Bottles are
life.
still floating there.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Good old bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
X stayed in the closet for like 15 minutes. Jesus. What did that do, though? Did it actually anything
At this
happen?
point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Nothing.
Was the
Oh my
bucket
god,
guiding
I'm
him?
not surprised.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
If I don't think something's gonna happen, I peace out.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
No.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
That sounds like a bad name for a latrine. What about... little stand? No, not stand plugs, no.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together,
Or
if
stand
not for the
stats.
bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large
Final
door
six
that
to get
read
achieved.
Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, you know, that's a lot of wandering around.
The lights rose.
It depends on how this
in an
game
enormous
rolls with
room
it.
packed with television screens. What horrible
there's a lot of
secret
routes to
did this
explore.
place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
And there is a level of fucks to give I have. And collectibles are usually pretty low on those fucks to give list.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley
That's
nearly
a lot of
dropped
space
the
in the
bucket
directive
in
you wanted
shock.
to say first,
Everyone
right?
in the
No.
office was being
No.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I could fit one of those up there easy, no
Bucket
problem.
had never
I can
seen
fit 6
anything
there
like this,
easy,
and it
so that's
very
not a lot
nearly
of space.
burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that
I still wonder what's up with
everything would be
that
fine.
monitor for 234. Like, that intrigues me.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in
Piss.
the first place?
It wants to be filled with
These
piss.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No!
Up we go.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Your
control.
mum is there.
Never. He squeezed the bucket
Oopsies.
tighter. His
Sorry,
one
Mama
friend
Crew.
in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bup, bup,
But
bup.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
we're turning it back on
over
again.
another human life. For he and the
The
bucket,
bucket
would
guides
dismantle
me.
the controls. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Yeah, see,
Stanley
it was the
gasped
bucket's fault.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for
The bucket
itself?
was evil this whole time.
Could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Birds.
Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him.
Penguins.
This wasn't a mind control
Penguins!
facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
What is
The mind
happening?
controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
Geese.
Had the
Oh
bucket
no.
been this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands. The one who had pointed him
Beautiful,
towards his
beautiful
incredible
owls.
discovery.
Oh, I love owls so much.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom.
My VTuber
because they
model
spent the
was
rest of
originally
their
meant to have an
lives
owl
here
mask,
in this place,
but that
living
got
through
dropped.
Live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Duck
Of
show
all the
ass.
possible paths
Ass
his
duck.
life could have taken, this one
Belite.
was surely the best.
Seagulls, a Brit's natural enemy.
Was happy.
The flamenco. Penguin.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Okay.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Yeah, originally this design originally was intended to have an owl mask with it, but that didn't come. I got my model through Fiverr, and that
Stanley
didn't
touched the
originally
bucket tightly to his
get made
chest
in it.
and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
The
telling him
bucket
that
calls!
The employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought.
Fuck me,
to
it's getting
himself.
so hot
Yes,
in this
perhaps
room.
It truly was. How in the... Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket's always wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I smell collectibles. This way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, I smell. Okay. What you can and can't step up on in this game is really awkward.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yeah,
and now
go
I'm
on.
torn between
Stanley's
Stanleys
and
and
Figleys.
What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to
Misery.
me.
Death. A turd. Paperwork. We go. Oh. Oh. Hello. We uncovered something new. Cassettes. Lots of cassettes. Is this the narrator's room?
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Wait, this isn't new?
Nothing feels real anymore.
Shit.
The longer I study this
Are you
bucket,
sure?
the less sense
There's this new dialogue for it.
makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
That actually would be pretty creepy.
Emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
I would actually be concerned if I did that to you
Make
over and over again.
sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
You're an addict.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful.
Just do OnlyFans or
As
something.
soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
When did this turn into a horror game? That is not the Feds, crew. Feds don't make that kind of noise. They just open up on you with the fucking Glock 19 the moment they see you. And when they mag dump you twice, just to be certain.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
That one was weird.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm gonna leave the bucket behind. I'm a little concerned about the bucket. I think it's doing some damage.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The first place, one placement says freeze, and the second one says hands up so I can see them. Yeah. What do
Stanley
you
was
do?
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Backed up because you didn't reply.
Look, Stanley,
You didn't comply, yeah, exactly.
I'm on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay, maybe I should have
realize
taken the
that
bucket.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, time to go get my bucket.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
The
We are
fuck?
confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
That was unusual.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I guess we're full box of dragon dealers.
Stanley
They sent quite a lot of
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting.
They definitely sent us a lot
Stanley
of
had
cardboard
felt the
boxes
bucket
just for
calling
that.
to him, telling him that the employee lounge
A
was
little
simply the
concerning.
place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I guess we have
Stanley
such a
took
big
the door on his
warehouse.
left to go back to the meeting room,
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose
I do
not
wish
to
there was
think
a
about
sprint
this
button at this
obvious
point in the
fact.
game.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken
feel like
to
it
him,
wouldn't hurt,
and he unthinkingly
like
did
to have it
whatever the
unlocked
bucket
after a
asked.
set X amount of playthroughs.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Where's my
Stanley once again
collectibles?
obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Hey, they're taking my
Once upon
bucket?
a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Bucket!
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Ring. Oh, we're gonna have married the bucket or something, haven't we?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Feel sad. The fuck is happening now?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know
Hey
if
look,
he'll listen.
googly eyes on a box. This isn't our first inanimate object rodeo.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It
No,
can't
it's
think,
life.
It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Bucket is life. Yeah, it's gone full
You see,
circle. It's just
he's not
talking
listening.
bullshit.
He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he
I didn't even
trusted
take
and
your
listened to.
orders.
Now,
The bucket
all he
is
cares
nice.
about is his awful
The bucket is kind.
This stupid hunk of metal.
The bucket doesn't just kill me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From
Exactly,
now on,
narrator.
he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it
Bucket.
this. The bucket does have a
Not
nice
just like a
shiny
sword, it's
to it.
also, yeah, exactly. But if you can put a lid on it,
Yes, I
gases
suppose
too.
on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Exactly.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Exactly. Look at the
Like it would
bucket.
be
The
better
bucket
at
is
moving an
great.
amount of water from one room to another.
Let's
Oh my
relive
God,
the same
it's
day over and over.
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I
Even
feel
plus
some
if you
need
let
to
fire
point
at
out
it.
the ways in which
Exactly.
it's
All the
so
masters.
much more than just a regular bucket.
We'll use our bucket as a superconductor.
Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket. No,
Yes.
no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Yes.
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I
Any
don't
hours
understand.
ago, chap.
Perhaps if I had
Any
the bucket,
hours
this
ago.
would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what
Fuck
to do
the
in
bucket.
this troublesome situation.
Fuck the
Stanley,
bucket.
give me the bucket. Give
No,
it to
it's
me.
my
Give me the
bucket.
bucket, Stanley.
I will fuck
need
the
it.
bucket.
Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll.
I fucked the bucket. Go back to work.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
What?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, there is a meeting.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Bucket's not cheating on me. Sweet. I was worried the bucket was going to cheat on me with the narrator. This is different.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
There's a meeting, so let's go to the meeting room. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay. There will be a reward for finding them all. I don't remember how we got to the red and blue. It was the when we went downstairs, right?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Ba-da-ba.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the
Wait, wasn't
first
the red and
number
blue
will
doors down
equal
here
the
too,
second
or-
number, and that will be
I don't remember how we got to the red and
We'll
blue
be
doors.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have
Wait, no.
none of them.
We
And
jump
now
off the other
we have
thing,
them
don't
all.
we? So
You
we go to the
can't
major
back to
routes.
when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work
Oh,
hours. He
that's
might be
alright.
fired for
Okay.
that.
Mental
And in
health
such a
warning for
competitive
anyone.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Oh
His
wait, no,
boss
this
would
is the
think he
same
was
one.
Crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
I am going to just hit begin again because we have seen this. This doesn't seem to be changing.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today.
Wait, how do you know
We
I'm
need
Stanley?
Milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread,
A
and
thing of
coffee
sugar.
beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
I have a wife? Ow. Jim. Yeah, I'm Jim, not Stanley.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Jim.
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt
I
the
don't
bucket
need no
calling
meeting
to him,
room.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I
And
am
here it was.
Speed.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
Bucket is always
Bucket
wrong.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
Don't
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
somewhere
else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to
I'm sorry,
do.
Bucket, but I have to betray
Stanley
you,
did
honey.
not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't
Sweet little
talk.
Bucket.
But Stanley chose not to think about
I'm
this
sorry for
obvious
betraying you,
fact.
but it must be
He was
done.
firmly convinced that the
I need
bucket
my
had spoken
knickknacks.
to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says,
It's
"No
come full
buckets
circle.
past this point."
Holy shit.
Stanley, how could you think it
Full
was
circle.
okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
No, let me
If
in.
that's true, well,
I want to take the bucket past this
I
point.
think we have to do something about it.
No.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire
Let me
rest of the
in.
game if not addressed quickly and properly.
I know what a
So
bucket
much
is,
of the
is it?
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Fuck's sakes. Flipped and shipped. Oh god, what have I said?
Now then,
So I've said a lot of
I'm going
dodgy
to run
things.
you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Uh-huh.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything
shows
we'll
I'm good
ever
at
need
these.
to know about what is
I'm a smart
or
boy.
is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. Was it
Item
okay?
2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Wait, what? What?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Chat. Destiny is calling. This isn't a bucket.
Incorrect.
Shit.
This is a bucket.
1 out of 3 was good, right, chat?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
100%. Look at it, it's buckety.
Are you hallucinating? This is a
Is it
tractor.
just because the word
It's
bucket
an
started to
enormous
lose
machine
focus
that
of it?
tills
What do
the
you mean?
earth. I thought this was a gimmick.
What's wrong with
How
the
on
word
earth did you
bucket?
manage to
Buckets are
screw it
great.
up?
There's nothing wrong with the word bucket.
Incredible.
Look at this bucket,
Let's
it's a
just
beautiful
move
bucket.
on to the next one.
The best bucket. Is this a bucket? Yes. Yes, it is a bucket. I'm gonna move some water with this bucket.
Is this a
Bucket, yes.
Correct.
Exactly,
This
it is a
is
bucket. Bucket. Can I drive that bucket?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Well, that's quite clearly a hologram.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Huh? How can it be both? Is it an actual bucket with a hologram over the
Wait,
bucket?
Hold on, I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
No.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course
Only
it isn't
buckets.
a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait,
Exactly.
when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying
Everything is a bucket.
which of course is not true.
Yes, that's true.
Unless, is that what you think?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Everything's a bucket if you try hard enough. You can fill anything with liquid to use it to transfer
You know what?
and
I'm
move
too
the liquid.
confused to even sort it out.
Woo!
I've lost all sense of perspective.
Hello, Klein
What
Hunt.
is a bucket? What isn't a
hello,
bucket? Mere
Necro.
moments ago, I could answer these
How's it
questions
going?
with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know?
Are you
what
a bucket,
is?
Necro?
Am
I'm
I
sure you are a bucket. Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm
Yes,
afraid the
bucket.
bucket is threatening to tear our relationship.
No, the bucket
apart.
is life.
I can't have that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No. Don't
Okay.
remove my
Here we
bucket. Please. Please. Chat.
What happened?
Chat, you got rid
Is
of it.
everything gone?
My baby.
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the
I
game
told
was a
you,
bucket?
everything's a
Oh
bucket.
my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
No, 'cause I
And
can't fill you up.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful.
Body is dead. Helped a friend
We're
move around
not
for 14
buckets.
hours today.
Yes,
Fuck.
I actually feel
That
much
sounds
more
awful.
at ease right now. It's delightful.
Still, good
to
job
get some
helping him.
clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset
Give me
everything.
the bucket back,
We'll
bitch.
put back all of the buckets, okay?
I'll cut
And
ya.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right.
I won't lie,
here
chat.
we
I'm
go.
sweating my ass off here. Yeah, he better have fed you well.
All of his coworkers
Okay, everything
were
seems
gone.
normal.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There is the figure finders committee meeting. Okay, I'm not gonna grab the bucket because the bucket screws with what I want to do. You got beer?
When
Nice.
Stanley came
And a
to
barbecue,
set
that's
of
pretty
two
good.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
High
stop
speed,
by
this
the
guy.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We run strats.
Okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think the blue and red doors are on that route. It's just that the
Stanley
bucket.
was so bad at following
caught by the no
directions,
bucket
it's
sign.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
I
we've
have a
gotten
hoodie
off
because
on
it's
the
so
wrong
cold.
foot here.
Wait, it's
I'm not sure if
you lucky
really
bastard.
are.
I wish it was cold.
I realize that investing in
We-
your
we've
trust
just
in
started
someone
another
else
heat
can be
wave.
difficult, but the fact is
Because
that
of course
the
we
story
have.
has been about nothing but you. all
I actually
this
have a
time.
fan running on my PC
There's
just in
someone
case.
you've been neglecting,
Because it doesn't help me, but it
Someone
might
you've
help my
forgotten.
computer.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
100%.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why,
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Yep, there we go.
The last
Stiggly Wiggly.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of
Clean
doing
it well then, because it generates
Where
more
so
dust.
many people expect
Yeah.
to be rewarded for the
I will
most
have to.
trivial achievements.
Luckily,
you
I have a
insisted
really,
that a
really good
job
dust filter on
well
the front.
done is its own reward.
Like, every time I open it
I
up, it's
would
basically
tell you that I'm
dust-free
proud of you
inside.
for
But
collecting them all.
Jesus, is
But
the
that
filter
would
on the
be like a
outside
reward,
horrific.
and
But
we can't have
that can be
that.
cleaned off with a
So,
paintbrush,
instead,
like,
I'll
really
just
easily.
say, it's done. We're all done here. And now
I'm
we can
gonna
go
finally
do
turn the
whatever
fan
hell
to
you were
me.
doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh, that feels so much better.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Uh-huh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door, okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
I'll listen to you,
You
Chief.
see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
Are you
that
gonna
it's killing
fix
us,
it?
Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
I don't think you do.
Let me show you.
Oh.
What do we want?
The
What are
girlfriend?
we looking for?
Money?
Here.
Good food?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't
A bunch of shitty blue
If we
lights.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I dislike the narrative even more now. It hurts my eyes a little, actually. Well, what are we warping into, eh? Alright, this is highlighting how much I need to clean my monitor, actually. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Fiery sparkles. What is happening here? Why is that? It's achieved something you're incapable of? Being happy? Perhaps. I'm not jealous or anything. Backer.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh. Oh, that content warning. Suicidal themes ahead, guys. If, yeah.
Oh, no. Stay
We're
away from those
taking it,
stairs.
so...
If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
You've been warned, guys. If you, like, mute for the
Please,
time
no,
being.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you...
Oh shit, I didn't mean to go straight away.
Oh, thank God. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both
I want
go back.
my
Why are you
stiggly
doing
wiggly.
this?
Narrator, you give me my stiggly wiggly reward.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
No.
Can you do that for my God?
You've taken my
Is this
bucket.
really how much you dislike
You've
my
taken my
game?
stiggly
You'll
wigglies.
throw yourself from
What
this
am I gonna
platform
get from
over
this
and over to
game?
be rid of it? You are literally willing
You
to kill yourself
whining.
to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Give me my stiggly wiggly. My bucket.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know.
All of the above.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yes.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
God, it takes so long to climb these stairs when you break your legs over and over again. Sayonara.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Through early morning fog, I see visions of things to be. The pains that are withheld for me, I realize that I can see. Damn. No. Narrator?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's
Ah.
it's those figurines.
Yes, the Figglies.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Give me my Figgly
Wasn't it just
Wigglies.
the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yes.
Didn't it fill you to the brim
Now
with
where's my
inner
reward?
richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Ah, fucking
I would
hell.
love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Here we are again, back in Skyrim. Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take it or leave it if I please.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure,
Back to
it
the
said 6
shrine.
right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh. Okay. I enjoy the fact that me posting the lyrics to a song is being
And
read like a
here
fucking
was the
dossier.
second Stan Marine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom.
Yeah.
You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh, you can actually just climb up shit using, like, by crouching up it? That's kind of weird.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini
It's the boss's
stand?
office.
Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then
Why are we
after
doing
that,
this again?
you had 3
What's
of them.
happening?
I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
That's not true. I forget
Let's see.
shit a
What
lot.
came next? Oh yes, we found a Figly in this pink room.
No, we definitely
well,
did that.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the
It's
memory
weird.
zone, so it must have happened.
I remember doing the suicide.
This was the
There we
5th
go.
mini stand, and this one was really something special.
This was
under
the 4th,
stairs.
wasn't it?
I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god, we're back in like the early 2000s. Yes! Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god, the good old fashioned arrows. I love this movie maker bullshittery. It's even in like 240p HD. Yeah! Teamwork. Clip art. Woo! You found it under the stairs. Thanks for watching. Remember to like. Remember to subscribe. Wow.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything
8
else.
whole minutes. Okay, this is eerie.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps
the one we
because
just
it was
did.
the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the
More than
moment
2
where
hours
you picked
exactly.
up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Windows
It was
Movie
a
Maker was the most
moment
intense
unlike
and
any
difficult
other.
video
Except
editor
for
to
the
ever
other moments
exist.
picking up figurines,
And clearly
which
had the
it
best
was
results.
exactly like.
Just the choice doesn't matter there. Ooh, woo. What's this?
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Goodbye. Mine crashed every time you tried to open it. Oh,
No,
rip.
I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll
Look,
do the
narrator.
Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
No, narrator, the figures are shit. You're coping, narrator.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
You're on like high
all
levels
the
of copium.
figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
They're
Let's
the
keep going, I
same.
want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Sadly.
Yes, I love that video.
And then we just the forgotten
Still don't remember
one.
the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Sure?
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
No,
I'm
I
very
think that would have
glad
made it better.
we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Chat, I think the narrator has actually gone off the deep end now. I think we've pushed him too far. Pink room, yeah. It's pretty sus. I don't know what he's been doing in that pink room. I don't think I want to know.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
Figley.
I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Too much. This horrific place again. The jump circle? We've skipped all the way back to the jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I'm lost.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something
Pick
now.
me up.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was...
I'm scared.
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Wow,
Okay,
this is...
Here we go. This
completely
is the story
changed the
of a man named
story.
Stanley.
She's kind of on here. Little Misfortunes in this. I think I'm familiar with that song.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is a game? Oh, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Chat, we gotta do it. What's gonna happen? Current time is t- and look at just play it or leave it. Every footage of it is a spoiler. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock. I actually appreciate that. That's how I know you care about the experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favourite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video. This is
the story of a man
so
named
unusual.
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every
Let's see, chat.
orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite
Sunday?
forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor.
Going to replay the game for the
No one showed
3,221st
up to
time.
give him instructions, call a meeting.
I mean,
or even say,
I'm trying to work it.
Never in
I'd
all
never
his years at
feel
the
like I'm
company
at an
had
end,
this happened.
you know?
This complete
Other than when we had that
isolation. Something was very
that white
clearly
room
wrong.
with the on-off switch,
Shocked,
which I
frozen
cut.
solid, Stanley found himself unable
Oh,
to
but
move
German
for the
flesh you.
longest
Oh, nice.
time. But as he came to his wits and regained his
Thank you,
senses,
Necro.
he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Game ended as soon as you downloaded it.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
We're taking Bucket with us this time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase,
Has anything actually
Stanley and the
changed?
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket...
I am,
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Is this it? Is this done?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I think this might be it.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I know there's content I've missed at certain various points, like the vent from the maintenance room.
The monitors jumped to life,
But-
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
This is it.
The bucket had never seen anything
Yeah.
like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
I think you're
as
right.
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket
I
been
don't think
told
a
to do
bucket can
things
be.
it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Send us up.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very
It's
place.
finally a friend.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Stanley and the bucket.
Oh, this
waited
is
in
different.
blackness. Was it over?
I think.
Yes, they had done it.
Okay, no,
Stanley
it's
and the bucket
not
had
different.
defeated their greatest
Never
and
mind.
darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
I worry about the bucket.
The bucket wanted
I
to
worry
learn
about
to
Stanley.
roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Bucket
with
incident.
one another to
I
lean
keep
on,
getting a
to
list of
trust,
incidents
to
of things that
support.
keep happening.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Oh no.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No.
No.
Stanley can't
we've been
leave
trapped.
this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
But at least he has the bucket.
God damn.
To be trapped eternally in darkness
Bastards.
isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket
Incredible
with me,
coming
right?
presents.
I'll
No.
be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'm gonna reboot the
Stanley
game one more
came to a
time.
set of
Because I want to try out the clock thing. Beyond just to see what else comes out. And beyond that, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Or at least I'm out of ideas. Ah, so 4:20 PM is your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Not jumping once if you have the balls for it. I don't even know how to set that run up again. So now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 PM is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate. It's pretty inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard, yeah. Let me whip a couple of new ones up. Should be ready the next time you boot up the game. Okay, we gotta do it. We're going for this meta cycling shit now. This is the normal one. Aww. Hell yeah, sliders. That's 9, right? Woo! Sliders! Which of the two made up words below is the most appealing? Occupyincle or scrumtish? Scrumtish. Yes. I'm adjusting that. Yes, I know what the time is right now. The time... Right, that is right now the correct time, yes. What is the time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Quite a lot. Help. Sure. Will you come back to visit me? Yeah. Okay. I like where this is going. We're about to make a friend, chat. We're about to make a friend. Right, shit. Does anyone really not truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. No more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettleable. But, if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have to be here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that I need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. Not ready in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. You can find me. Talk soon. Oh, yeah. Fucking line there, gamer. Oh, we have an epilogue. I guess we do this, and then we will call it a night. Speaking of which, we should probably find a raid target. Many years later. Ow! Thank you, Sanka. Epilogue is the true prologue. Just a desert. Sanka, do you have any suggestions for raiding? You done fucking the bucket? Yeah, I finished a long time ago. I'm a quick shot, you know? Cherry! I'm glad we took the chair into the desert with us. Hey, wait, what the fuck? She knows? Huh? That's not possible. Where my bucket? Exactly. Where is the bucket? My Ow! Thank you for the sippy, Sanka. It's very thirsty in this desert. Sippy. Who's the pervert? Me or crew? Look at that beautiful, beautiful moon. What do you mean me? I'm not a pervert. I mean, I am, but I didn't do anything this time. Guess we just keep walking. There's only one thing Nano could drink at the desert. Oh yeah, that's true. Or maybe 5, but one main. A lot of sweat. I can only think of 3 things tops. Sweat, piss, and blood. We found a house with a generator. The ruins of Memory Lane. The Stanley Parable 2. It was all just dust, sand, ruin. Destroyed. Left to the sands of time to be ruined and forgotten. Give me the other 2 at least, crew, on that list. Or give me your list of 5. Come on. Cookie Nine's blog. Review with the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parables 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what makes the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, and I welcome reprieve from everything else. For the safe for work list, tears, saliva, puke, diarrhea. What about the not safe for work list? Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build up the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release by they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision in the series that players would be excited about. Yet it turns out, this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Ain't no shot. I'm writing that shite. I'm say-so. Yeah, you sure you're say-so? Jim. You're a say-so as Sanka as crew. Say-so as Sanka. To the cult. To the Stiggly Wigglies. I want them all. All 26 Stiggly Wigglies. You're say-so? No, you're not. You are not say-so, Sanka.